Okay, I'll lift them up each one at a time as well so you can see them. Let's go ahead and get started. So your first card that you have is Goddess of the Moon. And what you'll find, this card is talking all about your intuition. I mean, we all have intuition. Some of us have just opened up to it at different levels than others, but we all have it. If you think about like when you're at the grocery store and you're standing in line and you've got two people in front of you and it's taking forever, you think. So you move to another line, but you think you should have stayed in the line you were in. Meanwhile, the line you switch over to ends up having a paper issue with the register. They have to change it. Meanwhile, the line you were in, you watch 6 people go and cash out and leave the store. So what they're wanting you to do, and they're really encouraging this month in March, is for you to really open up to that intuition. And moon cycles are really known to help people open up to intuition. Like when you look at this beautiful card, she's got her arms outstretched. She's focusing on the moon. She's really opening herself up to that intuition. She's got a waterfall behind her, letting the intuition, that information just fall in on her. And she's just totally opening up to it. So what I'm getting is, a lot of you're not really listening to your intuition. And I get that you've got little situations that you're trying to get answers on, but I also get that you've got big things. And that if you would let yourself open up to your intuition, everything will just really open up and you'll start to get that divine guidance and those nudges and things that you need to be able to move forward and really have, for some of you, I get that you'll have a lot of amazing, inspiring ideas. You might have new business ideas. I get for some of you, you might have ideas to write a book, to change jobs, to start a family. And for others of you, it might just be a simple thing as far as changing your route home from work one day that saves you from sitting in traffic for 4 hours. But I do get that March would be a great time for you to open up to that intuition because it's really going to help out in all areas of your life. And you've got it inside of you. Just open up to it. Next card we have is the Angel of Strength. And this is talking about your personal power, taking back your personal power, your inner strength. What I'm getting for a number of you is, I'm getting almost for some of you, like you've had a conflict going on with like your spouse. And like almost as though you're not really standing up for yourself. You're just going along with what he or she wants. And just not really standing in your strength. And you know, marriages, they're partnerships. It's give and take on both ends. You know, sometimes your partner, you know, may take the lead and their idea may be the one that you guys go with. And then other times you will have the idea and you'll take the lead on what your decision will be. But I'm getting that, you know, for those of you that's a message, just stand in firmly in your own inner strength. Trust what you're getting and speak up for yourself. And I'm getting for others of you, there's like a conflict at work, something similar, conflict at work. And again, you're not standing up for yourself. It's almost like you've given away your power. So they are encouraging you to step back into your power, stand up for yourself, have that strength. You have it within you. Just let it flow out. And it's really going to help improve the situation. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Slippery table. Next card we've got is the third chakra. And the third chakra, you know, that's your solar plexus. That is where like your emotions are housed. That's also, you know, your life force energy. So people that do energy medicine and they talk about chi energy and doing the energy it all comes from that third chakra. But what I'm getting for most of you, this is actually talking about your emotions. I'm getting that a number of you right now are in a very emotional situation. It's very emotionally draining. You're very upset, and I get for some of you, it's a situation with a spouse. Like, it could be something small, like trying to decide where you want to vacation. You know, he wants to go here, you want to go there. Or it could be something big. It's, you know, wanting to start a family. Maybe you want to start a family, but she doesn't want to. And, you know, it's a pretty big thing. For some people, it could be a deal breaker. But I get that there's a lot of emotion tied to it. And for those of you that are at work in that stressful work situation, I get that there's a lot of emotion tied to it. what I'm getting is if you can remove the blocks here, because I get that you're having a block. So you've got these emotions, but I get that they're like blocked up and held up. I mean, some of you are probably even having stomach problems, having upset stomachs, bowel problems, because since you're not standing up for yourself and you're not really stepping into your strength and speaking up for yourself, those emotions are getting trapped in your solar plexus, and they're keeping you from moving forward into your heart's desire. So if you come from a compassionate, loving place with your partner, with your coworker, with your boss in this situation, and step into your strength, everything's going to work out perfectly in March. Speaking of standing up for yourself, next card we have here is assertiveness. And when you read the bottom, it says stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. And again, I get for a number of you, it's almost like you just aren't standing up for yourself. You're just, sitting back, being very passive, be it out of you feeling obligated to do something, feeling guilty like you have to do it, and you're miserable. I get that you're just not happy because it's not what you want. And what they're encouraging you to do is be assertive. And assertive is different than being aggressive. When you're assertive, you're speaking your truth. You're speaking up for yourself with compassion for others. And being considerate of them. You're coming from a loving place, but at the same time, you're also coming from a loving place for yourself. And letting others know what you desire and what you want so that you can come to a compromise, so you can come to a decision. Because you deserve to communicate for yourself. You deserve to have what you want. You deserve to have a compromise. And they're encouraging you to do that this month in March, because there is going to be a situation, there's a situation that you're facing that if you really step in your power, speak up for yourself, it's going to work out beautifully. And if not, hopefully you won't. I mean, you just won't be happy, and you'll continue to be unhappy. And the bad thing is, with the situation at work, it can make you miserable at work, make you want to, quit. It could impact your work capabilities. And then you could have your supervisor looking at you in a negative way when it's really just because you're just upset and frustrated with how things are going. And same thing with your spouse. You don't want it to long-term affect your marriage and your relationship. So, and I get that the relationship is not just for everyone that's in a marriage. I get for some of you that there's conflict with your significant other that you're just in a committed relationship with. So this is really the month to stand up for yourself, speak your truth, and it'll work out beautifully. Next card we have is let go. So I'm getting for a small number of you, that's talking about letting go of addictions. I'm getting for some of you, it's talking about alcohol, it's talking about drugs, maybe even some food addictions, that this would be a perfect month to let that go. Oh, and if you read the bottom of the card, it says, as you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires. And what I'm getting for a larger portion of you is, so when you look at this card, you've got a little girl and she's staring up at a robin, and robins signify new beginnings, blessings coming into our lives, good things. So I get that many of you have this new blessing, this new beginning. It's just hovering just outside of your reach, just waiting for you. But you're delaying it because you're trying to control the situation. I'm getting that a number of you are just, really overthinking that, if he or she would do this, then this would happen. Or you, like say some of you, if you're single and you've got someone that you're really interested in, you in your mind have this picture of what this person's going to do and how it's going to turn into a relationship, and you've got a picture of who this person is. And meanwhile, while you've gotten a picture in your head of this is this perfect person for you, actually the person who's perfect for you that necessarily isn't what you envision is right there, but you've blocked yourself to them because you're trying to control so much. So for those of you that this is a message, they ask to, we all have preferences, but they ask that you pray, ask for the preferences, the things that you would like, and then step out of your own way and let God and the angels and the divine bring you what it is that you desire. So if you desire a new job, put that out there, put the types of things you'd like to do and let it go. If you're looking for a spouse, a partner, a mate, put together, hey, here's what I'd like in a partner. I need someone compassionate, considerate, loving, caring. They gotta have a job. Whatever it is that you desire, list that. Give it to God. Let it go. And, you know, if it's a situation at work or a situation with a potential significant other, or with your partner, you know, it could be that situation where you're just, you know, not compromising, not speaking up for yourself, overanalyzing it, wanting it to work out a certain way. Just relax, give it to God, let it go. It'll work out. And the last card we have is 3 of Ariel. And at the bottom it says, do what you love. A time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. And I think this ties in perfectly with everything else as far as, again, you know, there are things you desire. There are outcomes that you want. This is the time to speak up for those things. And although the card says, you know, doing what you love, what I'm getting for most of you, this is just, again, tying into speak up to yourself. Speak up for the things that you want. You don't have to be the person that, you know, doesn't ever have their desires met or considered. That you need to speak up and just work in a cooperative manner with others. Come to an agreement, a compromise that makes you happy and your supervisor happy. You happy and your spouse happy. You happy and your partner happy, because you deserve happiness. And you will find it this month in March. Situation will resolve itself, but it's all hinging on you standing up for your beliefs, you standing up for what you want, stepping into your power, and it will turn out beautifully. And I'm pretty excited about the intuition, because the intuition I'm getting is going to help a number of you in so many areas. It's not just going to fix this situation and clear it up for you, but I mean, it's just going to help you in all areas of your life. So should be a very good month for you. Again, if you'd like more details specific to you, you can schedule a personal reading on my webpage. I will put that below. Many thanks to all of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. I love all the comments you give and share and any feedback that you have. You can always send me a personal message, private, with any feedback, because I do love to hear if these readings are helping, the messages are helping guide you, give you information that you're looking for.